Three quick questions for you, John. First of all, could you let us know a little bit about how your life was before you met Christ?
Well, number one, I've known Christ all my life, but I was never close for many, many years. I would go to church, but I would sin quite deeply, and then hit the confessional and go to communion, and the normal Catholic routine, I guess. And I don't know, I guess I was in my mid-30s. And Mary's the one that led me to Jesus. She's the one. I started saying the rosary once a week, twice a week, and every day. And then that led me to Mass. And that's when I got to really know Jesus. And he kind of led me into lots of ministries, lots of things that I love to do.
So you're saying then the meeting of Mary, or Mary kind of introducing you to her son, or magnifying her son, led you back to Mass?
To Mass, to Jesus, to Father, to Spirit. Led me back all the way. She's a good mother.
So you're known for being selfless with your time for St. Anne and beyond. When was the time when you decided that it was time to do to the least of them, or help the least of them? When did that come about?
It just gradually grew. The closer I got to Jesus and Mass and the daily Mass and Eucharist, the more he pulled me into the heart, I guess.
And I guess last thing, and then actually I wouldn't mind recording another question, and then we'll open up to even record the questions and answers. We're going another route. How did the rosary get on your radar in the first place? Someone had to teach it to you and tell you about it. What intrigued you about the rosary in the beginning? Do you remember?
Well, I've known the rosary all my life. Being raised Catholic, we used to do rosary processions at our school, rosaries in class. But I don't know what led me to start
doing it again once a week.
Yeah.
It was in your 30s.
Yeah. Must have been her. She's like that. You know how mothers are. They nag you.
Does anyone else have
ask him about his shoes.
A question on their heart? I've been asked to repeat the question, why the sandals is your main shoe of choice?
I just like them.
Is it a Florida thing?
No, it was long before Florida.
Any other question? Brandy, do you have one?
Yeah, John, as you began to walk with Christ, what advice would you give someone who is contemplating this life of following Jesus versus just a life where the world dictates what they do? What would you say to them? What advice would you give to them?
Well, again, the world is a pathway to hell. And that, if you're dedicated to the things of this world, the money, the big cars, you're leading yourself on the road hell. And the more you get away from that, the more you lean toward Jesus and his Father, the more the better chance you got of making that narrow path.
You've got, there's some things that you invest your most time in. I'd like you to speak of what it means to you, to why anyone should consider St. Vincent de Paul. I'd like maybe to speak for a second of why anyone should consider taking their time to be a PRE teacher. Anything like any of the things, ministries that are close to your heart, and why you advise someone to take time out of their life to go do what you do, or tell us why you do what you do.
Well, PRE was a biggie. I've been teaching PRE for 35, 40 years since Shreveport, Louisiana. And when you teach, you learn more than you teach, because you do the study, the work, the background to know what you're going to tell everybody. And I learn more about my faith teaching PRE than any other source I've had. The St. Vincent de Paul, it's just sharing your life with others. And that's what God asks us to do, to give, to share, to love others.
For someone that doesn't know St. Vincent de Paul from at all, what is that called, and give me just an average, give me one of your closest moments and who you serve for St. Vincent de Paul, or something as we wrap up.
Well, that's a toughie. There's lots of folks that we serve. And I really, George and Amy Moore, they're the ones that are face to face with the people. I just ran the organization. I saw some of them, but not a whole lot. But some of these people, of course, there's the converts, but there's a lot of people in serious need out there.
I've been told that's being able to serve St. Vincent de Paul is a way to be with Christ. And the closest way to get to Christ is to be around the people that are in need. When you serve them, is that the closeness you felt?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Randy, last question?
Just one, if I could. We talk about the Christian walk as being something that separates us from the world. Define the element of joy in your walk with Christ. Share that with us, if you would.
Element of joy. That's a good question. I don't know, I've never thought of it. It's there. It's a lot more than what I remembered before in my sinful ways. You just, I don't know. You don't think about the worldly things. You think about Jesus and the cross, who died on that cross for us. I mean, that's not joy, but it is joy. It opens your heart up to see what he did for us, what he continues to do for us every day in that Mass upstairs. I don't know. There's joy there. It's kind of indescribable. Now, since I put you all through this, you can have it on it.